My disclaimer is I've got no personal interest. I'm not selling any products here. I've got no personal interest in any pharmaceutical companies. This is Alhamdulillah came an idea with Al Muntada for a charity. It's a charity project to increase awareness. You know, every year we get our MOT for the cars. So what about the MOT for our bodies? And this is the month of Ramadan, which is approaching, and where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the chance to repair our aging cells and get more better and better. And another thing, to be honest, I'm not here to change anybody's beliefs, but what science goes with the statistics, with the studies done. And there is no one right treatment. 50 to 15 million diabetics this year. So estimated to fast during the month of Ramadan worldwide, and approximately 43% are type 1 diabetics. Type 1 means those who are only on injections. They have gone that stage, either very young age they got diabetes, they can't go on tablets. Young person will go on insulin. And those middle age, one tablet, second, third, fourth, ended up on insulin. But type 1 diabetics are either genetic immediately after birth or in very young age. A little bit of awareness how diabetes is spreading. So if you look here, estimated number is 425 million people worldwide are diabetic. This is a spreading epidemic. You know, like a storm coming, which takes away everything. So this is what's happening, and I'll show you in the next slide how the estimate is that the number is going to increase further. The main area is this Middle East, and the top part, Algeria, Libya, that's called all MENA in medical terms, Middle East and the North Africa. There are 39 million diabetics only among this 425. And the estimate is that this by 2045 will increase to just in MENA area to 82 million. 82 million. Why? It's not only genetics, it's what we eat. Heart attack doesn't happen all of a sudden, brother, isn't it? A person who develops a heart attack, oh, he got heart attack all of a sudden. No, he did a lot of effort, years of effort to reach that stage, young age heart attack. He did a lot of effort behind that. I'm sorry to say that, but this is the reality. Eating habits, no activity, these are the things. Now have a look. On top, apologies to brother from Egypt, but this is the data. On top, Egypt. Sukkar, 4 spoons of sugar in my tea. This is an epidemic in Arab world. Biggest epidemic. Every third person you found, my mother, yes. Age 30 is coming with high sugar level to the surgery. So what are you doing about this? Why it's going up? Oh, it's genetic, it's in my genes. Yeah, but your weight is 105 kilogram. Your weight should be 72, your weight is 90 kilogram. Where is this 15 kg? Have you ever lifted a 10 kg bag of wheat? All of you? Somewhere in your life. How heavy is it? 10 kg. So we carry 10 kg, 15 kg on our shoulders every day and walk. So who's taking that burden? Your heart, who has to pump stronger and stronger and get thicker and thicker. And then complications like heart attack, stroke and things, all things, to be honest. Cholesterol goes up. Moving forward, overall look, I'm from Pakistan. Look here what's happening here in South Asia. 78 million people, 2015. So the estimate is 2040, this 78 will go to 140. In MENA, it will go from 35 to 72 to 84 million. Now, coming back to this was a little bit of introduction. Do I need to change my diet plan? There is an evidence. There was, if you guys know Dr. Mosley, he died recently, a brilliant man. He did a lot of research on fasting as well. He didn't mention verbally or agreed, but he did a diet every 3 days a month, and he found out that those 3 days strict diet, only black coffee, no milk, but he was able to drink water, like we fast. And if you remember now, 3 days, Prophet ﷺ said in the middle of the month, 3 days fasting. That's proved by science now. He didn't acknowledge that, but exactly the same thing. And he was allowed, he said, just drinking 1 cup of soup at night and whole day black coffee and water. 3 days. And there was massive improvement in his weight. And what body do? When you fast, the body stops producing new cells, irritating your bowels, bowels, you're irritating your bowels with meat, red meat, red meat. There's a recent study, brothers, high risk of cancer, bowel cancer, if you consume more than 500 grams of red meat in a week. I can provide you reference in the time of Hazrat Umar. He prohibited use of red meat more than once or twice in a week. And there was some benefit, there was some conditions which arrived because of that in the community. And this goes back to that time, it roots back, there is a reason behind that. Now science is saying that do not consume red meat. I'm not talking about chicken. Red meat more than 500, 600 grams a week. It increases the risk of your bowel cancer. Now I have written here sweet poison. Can anybody name what I mean by sweet poison? Any brother? Let it be interactive, it's not I'm just... Crisps. And you can ask crisps. Anybody else?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun.
Sugar.
Right. This is me after eating my heavy iftar only, and I have to go for tarawih as well. Yeah? Brothers, this is sweet sugar. This is poison. This is white poison. We are consuming every day. Big industries involved. They knew obesity increasing, everything increasing, we will still see the billboards with ultra-processed food. All these ultra-processed food. By ultra-processed, what do I mean, brother? Anybody? Ultra-processed food. Burgers.
Pizzas.
See big billboards. Big burger. Chips, fries. And what happens when you look at it? Does your mouth get watery? Did your mouth get every watery looking at a banana or an apple? No. There is something in it. It's addictive. It soothes your body. It calms it down. When you're angry, when you're upset, when you're frustrated, you go for sugar. When you're stressed, you go for sugar. Oh, those people who smoke, they go for a cigarette. All their stress, where is stress gone? Stress is still there. It's just masking. Nicotine goes to the brain, he feels light. After half an hour, another cigarette. Constant dripping of water on that stone. Constant dripping of water. Keep doing this. What it do? Your insulin, which has been produced by the pancreas, which will come to a minute, diminishes. And this white sugar circulates in the blood like this. This is a normal blood glucose. This is a cross-section of an artery. Look here what's happening, these white cubes. These white cubes, this is in my blood, in your blood when we eat a gulab jamun. One gulab jamun, brothers, 40-minute brisk walk to burn it. One piece of gulab jamun. Anybody familiar with Asian samosas? It's all mixed now, isn't it? I love baklava. You may have eaten samosas. One samosa, 250 calories. 50 minutes brisk walk. One samosa. Burn it. If you're not burning it, it's going here and there. This big tire, I call it a tire. It is increasing. This is called metabolic syndrome. It starts from here in men. In women, my sisters, that starts with the buttocks. The fat goes there and thighs, you. But in men, it starts from here. Like this. It won't go on the shoulders, it won't go on the legs. That's called metabolic syndrome. Syndrome means 3-4 things together. On my channel, right? So studies have found, very quickly, let's move forward. If you lose weight in Ramadan, this is the time you restrict your diet, eat sensibly, you will lose minimum 5 kilograms of weight, I bet with you. If you do more effort, 10 kilogram weight, that wheat bag of 10 kg, you'll drop from your whole body. You will feel light, you will sleep fresh, you will feel better. But important thing is that if you're overweight and would like to lose weight and keep it off, making plan to maintain a healthy diet after Ramadan. You know what scholars say, mashallah, the scholar sitting here? Ramadan is the preparation of our nafs for the rest of 11 months. It's a summer camp. To prepare for what? It's not just plus month of what? To prepare for those 11 months. This is, I would say, you give charity, you in Ramadan give charity for your body. Get something out of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's best thing given to the human being is the body. If this body say, he was like this and I died young age, 45 with a heart attack, what did he do to my body? What answer you give to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This is a big amana in your body. I believe in it strongly. You may object to this. This is a big amana. For yourself, for your family. Believe me, I came to this country 2002. There were studies happening at that time. And now, the elderly population age has increased. Elderly population age has increased from 80 to 100 years easily in this society. How? The change, diet, health, monitoring. They don't have nursing homes now in this country. Not many. 800 easy. I go on home visit, 94, born fit. My blood tests are normal, 94-year-old. They increase the age. Allah accepted it. There is studies. They increase the age to 15, 20 years of their people. How? Our people are dying young age, 40, 50. Because we don't care. Once given life, eat. And Allah, whatsoever eat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Complex carbohydrate. Now, our body, they do need carbohydrates. Very important. All grains, carbohydrates. Ultra-processed carbohydrates, sugar, hidden sugar. There's hidden sugars in it. There are hidden chemicals in it which are sugar-based, white sugar-based, preservatives. So, complex carbohydrates. Foods that help release allergy slowly. That's what you need. What happens, this is a big topic to be honest. I'll give you one example. You eat ultra-processed sugars, gulab jamun, barfi, baklawas, full of, isn't it? It's full of white cubes. It goes in, within 20 minutes, 15 minutes, brothers, picked up by insulin, stored as fat. Because body has to move it somewhere. It's not that body will say, okay, leave it, this time I'll leave it. It will let it go into the stools. Poo. No, it is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given that cell a duty to store it. And body store it for future. He may be dehydrated. He may get, a fasting stage or something, prolonged fasting for body, then need the reserves that burns into fat. But this 15 minutes will be absorbed at fats, one layer, second layer, third layer, and that's why the fat, if you keep going and going, your body fat increases. That tummy is nothing else. It's just fat in it. The organs haven't increased in size. It's all fat, which increases the size of our tummy. When your waist size go from 32 gradually to 40. And you are satisfied, waist 40, satisfied. You can't walk 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. So you need carbohydrates, but in the form of vegetables. These are the ones which slowly burn and get absorbed and do not give you weight gain. I'm not saying stopping carbs. Anything with grains, brother, this is my own research and learning. Anything with grains, drop it down to. Any brother can give example, 3 examples of grains, please, quickly. Rice. Wheat. Oats. Pasta from wheat. Everything grains. Ultra-processed, burgers, you name it. Pizza. Sweet donuts. Grain. Source is grain. You convert it, I'm not saying stopping it. I like sweets. But I'll go with this much, taste in my mouth, and that's it. You have to stop yourself. You have to stop. We can do everything. I gave you one example. There was a comedian. He was interesting. And he said, he was from Africa. And he said, he was big, huge guy. Big tummy was like this. Tummy was coming here. And he said, when I was a child, my mom kept saying me, finish the plate. I'm apology. That's the way, that side of people talk. Finish the plate. Kids are dying in Africa. And I kept finishing the plate, and now I think how me finishing that plate helped people not dying in Africa.
When I was a kid, my mom did the thing. She always did the thing. She said that you have to eat all the food that is on your plate. You have to eat all the food because there is starvation in Africa. And then I ate all the food. And then I grew a bit older, and I started to think that, how have I helped? How have I helped the situation in Africa? I'm now a little bit overweight. I hope they are happy.
But this is our concept. Allah has given you food. Why? Then less food. Put less food in your plate. If you're going with your partner, with your wife, with your friend, share one main meal. Reduce it down. Oh no, because Allah has given, people are dying, people don't get it, I have to then put it less. Don't fill up your plate. Give, that's the Prophet ﷺ, you need to keep your, isn't it? That slide. Now these are the foods which you should avoid. Fast burning food, ultra processed food, buns, chips, fries. Fatty food. What about this one, this avocado? This is good, isn't it? It's good, it's full of fat. It's good, but it's full of fat, but it's natural fat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created naturally from a tree, from a plant, and this will be beneficial for you, but not saying that whole day you're eating this avocado. I don't mean that. Excess of everything will ruin your day. Fried food. This Ramadan, Asians, we start with, in Pakistan, pakode, samosas. We start with this. Opening fast with this. Some sort of sugar. So this is the fourth form which you need to avoid, brother. Everything very sweet. Just have a bit of a bite. Enjoy it. Sometimes, but try to stay away from this stuff. I'm not an advocate of stopping everything. There are protein diets. There are different type of diets. It's all that. Once you stop those diets, your weight start gaining again. You need to get a balanced diet, but avoiding grains. Just stay away from that. Now this is a little bit of picture. As I was telling you, this is your stomach, and you're getting this insulin from pancreas, this yellow thing. That's the organ which produces insulin. Now insulin has got the key of fat cells. That's the key. As soon as you eat fatty food, sugar, insulin will go on those fat cells, open the channel, push that fat in and sugar and store it. And you still feel hungry. That's why you still feel hungry. After that you're still hungry. Go for a protein meal, air fried chicken. 8 hours if you're hungry, you tell me. Go for ultra processed food. After 2 hours you will start hungry again. That's gone, that's being moved, transported different parts of the body. Now this is the test which we do, HbA1c. If any of you haven't got HbA1c done, younger people are fine, but after 35 plus in Asians, I recommend get your HbA1c checked. And now, sugar level, it also increases your cholesterol. Your cholesterol, your blood gets thicker and thicker. Normal artery, 5 years down the line, 15 years down the line, 25 years down the line, Mr. So-and-so got heart attack. Here's the heart attack. Block. This is what happens with heart attack, blood supply with 999 blue light. Things can happen. This is my favorite picture. I always present in every slide. This yellow thing is blockage of that artery which is going road to the heart, road to Jannah. Yeah? Gone. Heart attack, gone to Jannah. What's happening here? This is blocked, traffic blocked. Yeah? 1 lane blocked, 3 lane motorway. What's going to happen? 4 or 5 miles of lane closure. Yeah? 5 miles of queue. Everybody upset. Every cell is upset. Then what they start doing? They start joining together. They all start joining together. And they form a big clot ball. And one way or another, there's pressure behind. From behind there's pressure, isn't it? When there's a queue, there's pressure from behind. Everybody wants to go in front. That pushes that clot, small ball, that passes that area and goes to the heart and blocks the one major artery. And Mr. So-and-so, blue light. In Asians, whether it's South Asian, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Arab, there is a term called silent MI. Silent MI, have you heard? Haji Sahib was sleeping, fresh, found dead in bed. This is brother silent MI, that MI which even didn't give you chance to mourn. Oh! Your relative can call ambulance. Allah has made systems. Where something will happen, there will be time to fix it. Emergency surgery, emergency responses. Here, no sound even. That bad MI, the worst form of MI is in Asians. Silent MI. Find dead in bed. Peacefully. Ask him what happened, peace or what, I don't know. This is why. You can't, yes, things happen, arthritis and other things. Young people sitting, in chair, they can't sit, they can't do sajda. Middle age, what is age? 40, 50. So if you walk now, this is the chance this Ramadan coming, brothers. Reduce your calorie intake. Reduce this white poison. You will, I bet with you, easy 5 kg, you will lose 10 kilogram. And then inshallah you can maintain it later. Now HbA1c very quickly, this is the level, 42 to 47. This is below 42 is normal, you're not diabetic. If it comes between 42 and 47, this is pre-diabetes. Millions of people, these 425, I'll tell you the figure, these are diabetics. There are millions of people who are pre-diabetic, they don't even know. 48 and over, look at the face. This is diabetes now. 2 readings, diabetes. Bad news, breaking bad news. I break it as a bad news to my patients as cancer. If somebody diagnosed cancer, I tell you, your mom, you're cancer, you know. Same way I break this news. For me, it's that bad news. Whole life gone, finished. This is not gonna return unless you lose 15 to 20 kg of weight, you will reverse diabetes and you maintain it. Otherwise, damage is done. Now what you can do is, once you reach this stage, 1 tablet, metformin, you can stop going to the second. There are 4 oral tablets. If you reaches 4, then it's insulin. These are the common medications used. I'll come to that in a minute. You may have heard these names. Prolonged fasting, type 1 diabetics. If anybody type 1, any of relatives, very high risk. Medical professionals are not for them to fast. Now, these are the 2 medications only. There's a group called gliclazide and insulin. So anybody on these need to be careful. All other medicines, metformin, sitagliptin, empagliflozin, dapagliflozin, you may have heard these names. These do not cause low blood sugar. But here, I'll come to that in a minute, how to change it. If you're taking in the morning, you can't take it at sahur time, it will cause you hypoglycemia. And if hypoglycemia happens, what happens? What do you need to do? You should have, if you're on a gliclazide, you should have a glucometer. You need to check your blood glucose immediately, feeling faint, sweaty, talking irrelevant, seeing angels. That's not angels, that's low blood sugar, by the way. Yeah? You check your blood sugar levels. Your family members, they need to check. Some sugary drink, fine, they need it that time now. This is life-saving. Chocolate, some sort of snack, and then recheck it after 15 minutes and half an hour. Generally, suhoor time, not full meal, but iftar time, yes, you can eat a little bit more, but suhoor time, very decent. More starchy, more complex carbohydrate, which will stay longer in your body and for a few hours, and you feel satisfied and full. This is, Brother Adnan knows. He knows Pakistanis. Favorite, child is born, he is given Roo Afza, if you heard this name, with a spoon, full of sugar, and then you put it in the milk. This is called Faluda. Diabetic patients, everybody, 2-3 glasses immediately after opening the fast. And then something like this. Yeah, everybody culprit, I'm culprit. Yeah, we'll go. This is the body will, want something. You fasted whole day and you need to go eat something more, what should I, the word use, rewarding. All full of fat. Semolina, those are pakoras, samosas. Kebabs, fine, but here, that's all dipped in oil. And what oil? They're not going to spend perfect olive oil for you, isn't it, in the shops? Then that paratha will be 20 pounds. For 4 parathas, 20 pounds. He's selling for 3 pounds. Maybe some Indian oil or some other oil, but it's not rapeseed oil, it's not olive oil. No, we've done this iftar. This is the way, and now you have to go for the Tarawih. Tarawih is waiting for you. This is my situation sitting. And now where is this going? This is what I said, the sweet sugar. Here we go, the examples. Asian, some Arab, those are jalebis, and in between Habshi halwa. I don't know why it's called Habshi. Does anybody know? It's something to do with Habsha? No, Habshi halwa. This is wheat, small particles. Who's binding this together? Sugar. These are wheat particles, grains. Who's binding it? Sugar. White sugar has changed the shape. Just to give you a glimpse, these are the foods. Look, for example, very quickly. Apple, 4.5 cubes of sugar. Banana, 3.5 cubes of sugar. And same, if I go with Red Bull, nearly same calories as an apple, but This contains sucrose, and that contains natural fructose. Sucrose will absorb bad calories, fructose take time, healthier option. And you look at this, 5 to 10% sugar, 10% sugar, same 10% sugar in a processed, ultra-processed food, 85% of water, that all contains additives, and consumption aggravates many diseases, and this prevents diseases. And these are the examples of proteins. Introduce more protein in your diet. These are all protein: egg, meat, cereal, legumes, mixed nuts, cheese. Now coming next, people ask this question: how many dates I can eat? Amazing food, isn't it? Sahaba used to do few dates, and whole day they can pass, that much good calories in it. This is that sugar which slowly burns. It takes hours and hours to burn, but that doesn't mean whole day you're eating. A normal person, 7 to 8 dates in a day after iftar, no issue. Diabetics, 3 to 4 or 5, not more than that. Now the time for post iftar. You've come from Taraweeh, food is ready at home. Yeah? Is this the last meal of your life? When I'm hungry, I was sitting in a mosque, in my local mosque, in the Middle Mosque. This is my local as well. 2 mosques are my local mosque. There was a samosa in front of me, and one brother took the samosa away, and there was only pakoda, and I felt so bad that he has taken the samosa in front of me, and I was planning to eat that and fulfill myself. Human nature. I'm just giving my example. When you're sitting at, think about it, it's impossible. How many iftar you went, and just you're looking at that, 2 minutes left, which one you're gonna pull your hand? That brother, don't take it, I take it. You like it. You won't pick up a grape. You won't pick up an apple bite. But I'm gonna pick a samosa, something more sweet, something fried. Here we go. This is after Taraweeh, post Taraweeh meal, or maybe some people eat meal before Taraweeh. In Asians, in Pakistan, they eat iftar, full of sweets, then they go pray, come back, full meal, and then they go for Taraweeh. So what's going to happen in that Taraweeh? So when you come back, light meal, then yes, fine. Before bedtime, you can go a little bit of snacks. Perfect, alhamdulillah, no issue in that. You can go with a date, you can go with some sort of nuts. But you can't go again with a heavy meal. Then you need to, coffee, tea. Diabetics should avoid tea and coffee just once at iftar time, because this is diuretic. This increases your kidneys get dry and dry. What should I eat at sahur time? High fiber, low fat, bran, flakes, oats. These are the type of food which is, a little bit complex and delays the motility and delays the time it passes through the stomach. Foods to avoid, as I mentioned: deep fried food, curries, grilled food is good, steamed, boiled, stir fry, all good options. Physical activity important. I would highly recommend you before the fast, opening the fast, half an hour, half an hour. Why don't you go for a brisk walk for half an hour? And your incentive is in half an hour you're gonna eat food. You shouldn't be doing exercise before that, because that will affect your fast. Driving with diabetes, if you're on insulin, you need to inform DVLA. If you are on glycoside, you should get a glucometer while you're driving. This is by law. Now, these are the medications which do not need any adjustment. Those people who take morning doses should change it to iftar time. All majority of medicines from morning go to iftar time, not suhoor time. And the evening dose goes to the suhoor time. So you reverse it. That's the way we do it. Simple. That's the science in it. GLP-1, you may have heard about these weight loss injections, Manjaro and the different Ozempic. Many people use it, diabetic use it. That doesn't causes hypoglycemia. There are different formulations, so low dose can be taken on a cautious side, but it doesn't cause hypoglycemia. These are the culprits. So if you're taking glycoside twice a day or insulin twice a day, you need to stop the suhoor dose or reduce your units of insulin which you are taking at night time, because you're going to take at suhoor time from say 20 to 10. But after time you take the same units, but you can't take the same dose as you're doing in the evening. So you're just moving it morning to iftar and nighttime dose to sahur time, but not insulin. Very low dose. If you have to 4, 5, 6 units, please consult. I can't give you everybody an advice. This is something you can discuss with your GP if you're on insulin, or catch up with me sometime in the mosque and I can tell you more. So I'll leave this slide, I'll move forward. This is the best diet, brothers. Air fried, vegetables, salad, bit of carbohydrate, grains, naan is there, fine. Slight amount, So if we change this diet, alhamdulillah, and this is another example, again, and this egg yolk, this yellow thing is perfectly fine. This cholesterol, how many eggs you eat? It's perfectly fine. Not fried, poached egg, boiled, that's perfectly okay. Sometimes if you want to go for fried, no problem with this. We're not restricting that. We are saying be sensible in what you do. And obviously salads is an amazing thing. Avocado, as I mentioned earlier, good option. It fulfills your stomach, but stop doing this. This is not required. It's your life. Think about your family. Those youngsters, gaining weight from this age, 20s. Why is that happening? I like junk food. Yeah, everybody. I like junk food. I have to close my mouth. I have to restrict it. Otherwise, for my age, late 40s, coming to 50, diabetes is knocking the door. Some sort of exercise. These are called aerobic exercise. What age is not doesn't matter. You need to do some activity. You need to burn some sort of calories. Try to come to the mosque if you live close by, walking. Youngsters, use cycles. Too many cycles out there. 10 minutes free. Cycling is a very good activity. This is anaerobic exercises in the gym. Amazing. If somebody can do it, if you get at home, please. The recommendation is 20 minutes, 5 times a week. Take home message, avoid weight gain during Ramadan. Should be one of your main targets. If you are overweight and have type 2 diabetes, it's a good opportunity, losing some weight, and your diabetes control will get better. Brothers, look, if you're on one medicine, metformin, next, sitagliptin. Third, dapagliflozin. Why you want to go on the fourth? You can reverse it to at least 2. That will improve your energy levels. If you're overweight, losing weight, usually results in significant improvement in blood sugar and also protects you from cardiac problems. Like I mentioned, it's interconnected. This glucose and this cholesterol, fats, they're all linked. Brother and sister, same family. They join together, hand in hand. What to avoid? Again, summary. Eating large portion during iftar. Not too large. You need to get a meal. But not excessive eating. You know when your stomach is full and he says, fine, I'm full now. That's the time to stop. Simple rule. Everybody knows. But those people who are too obese, the stomach is too big, it doesn't feel anything. So basically, the stomach gives signals to the brain, I'm full. So those people have to do a bit extra effort. And then the stomach will gradually shrink. And once you eat, that's what happened in bypass surgery. They shrink the size of the stomach. It gets full, it gives signal to the brain, I'm full. Brain says, okay. Appetite center goes down. Eating desserts loaded with sugars, go with natural things, natural one, fruits. Sometimes if you want, no problem. A little bit. Do it. Enjoy life as well. This is a name I've given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Eating faster, chew it very well. That gives more satisfaction to your stomach. So finally, sugar plays an integral part in human body's function, but eating too much sugar can result in major health problems. The body converts sugar into energy to help the body function. It's required, but don't go for sucrose, that poison. Go for other sources. Every food which you eat contains sugar in it, but in the form of natural sugars. There is no one size which fits everybody. Some of you may have to reduce your carbohydrates, some of you may have to reduce your... Some will say, I eat 20 naans a day or parathas, nothing has happened. Fine, brother, good, mashallah, I don't mind. Well, your bloods are fine, you're healthy, your weight is good, I've got no objection. But if something is going wrong, we all know. If your waist has increased from 36 to 37 and 40, why? Something has happened here. Every year your belt is getting tighter. Instead of going down, size 30, 32, you're going up. These are the indicators. Baggy pants, loose fitting. You're deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving anybody else. You feel better, isn't it? Still 36, but it's with an elasticity. Yeah, mental. This is here. I'm still wearing 36. So that's the same thing here. Some of the resources, brother. Any question?